Hi, my friends. It's Miss Bella Femini here. I'm so sorry I can't be learning with you today, but I do want you to watch this video so that I can explain a little bit of math to you. Um, and then you can get started. So for math, you should have already been following the daily schedule, doing your reading, your writing. But for math, there's a few things you need before you start. You need your whiteboard, your marker. If you don't have it, a piece of paper and a pencil, just like I always say. And your new Math Volume 2 book open to page 305. Okay, so get that opened. You can even pause this video. Okay, so you should be on page 305. We are working on lesson 8-5. We're rounding whole numbers. So that's a new word that you're going to hear this year. Last year, you learned how to compare numbers using place value and a number line. So for rounding, we do use place value and a number line as well. So we're building off of our skills we learned last year in second grade. So you're going to hear this word about how many, about, and round. And when we do that, or estimate, and when we hear that word, that just means a number that's close to the exact number. Okay, so rounding is finding a number that's close to the exact number. So let's listen to this solve and share, and then you can try it out on your own.
Think about ways to find numbers that tell about how much or about how many. Derek has 277 stickers. What number can you use to describe about how many stickers Derek has? Explain how you decided.
Okay, think about ways to find numbers that tell about how much or about how many. Derek has 277 stickers. What number can you use to describe about how many stickers Derek has? Explain how you decided. Okay, so here's our question. Whoops. What number can you use to describe about how many stickers Derek has? And then you have to explain how you decided. So I want you to pause this video and try that out. Okay. Okay, my friends, you should have paused this video, tried out this problem. Remember, for solve and shares, there's no wrong answers. But if you see the correct answer right now, you might want to write it into your space. Okay, so let's look at a third grade solve and share answer. Okay, my friend, so this is Charlie. And remember, in our solve and share, our friend had exactly 277 stickers. About how many stickers is that? So what number is that close to? So Charlie drew a number line and he started at 270 and then he wrote 271, 272, 273, 274, 275 is halfway, it's right in the middle. 276, 277, 278, 279, 280. So then I see he circled 277 because that's the exact number. And he wrote Derek has about 280 stickers because 277 is close to 280. So that would be a correct answer. You may even have drawn a number line, a different number line. Remember, number lines we can draw and they could be different. Maybe you drew a number line like this, and you started maybe your number line with 200, and maybe you ended at 300, and you could even count by tens, 210, 220, 230, 240, 250 is right in the middle, right? 260, 270, 280, 290, 300. So 277, 250, 260, 270. 277 would be like somewhere right here, let's say. I'll change my color so you can see. Whoops. Like right here. Because here's 250, 260, 270, 277 would be like somewhere right here. So you can say that 277 is close to 300, is about 300. You could have written that too, and that would be correct. So this is rounding. What you're going to do today, I want you to take a look at what we're doing today. We're not going to watch the visual learning. You're going to go back to the daily schedule after you do that solve and share. You're going to watch this video. You're going to click on the link and watch this video about rounding. This is a great video about rounding to the nearest 10. Today we're working on rounding to the nearest 10, okay? So I want you to watch this video. You may even watch it twice, but I want you to watch that video first. Then you're going to click on this link. Well, actually, I'm sorry. You're going to go into this link. This assignment is in your 3B Math Google Classroom. So it looks like this. Okay, so you're going to open this up in your 3B Math Google Classroom. And you're going to have something that looks like this. And I'll show you really quick, and then you can get going and started. So it's third grade rounding numbers. Give it a second to load. Okay, you're going to, anywhere you see a question mark is where you're going to fill in answers. So you'll put your name, you'll type in your name, you'll type in the date. And then you're going to see there are problems for you to do. In your copy, I put a slide that says, keep working until you get to, you're done with your Monday work. So you're going to work through a few of the slides, and then there's going to be a slide that says, you're done with your Monday work. So then you're going to finish up. So I want you to take a look at this. This is rounding to the nearest 10. This is an example slide. So after you watch that video, you're going to be able to try this on your own. So here's our two 10s on the number line, 20 and 30. And remember, our 10s are all multiples of 10. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So you're going to be rounded to the nearest 10. So 26 is between 20 and 30. Okay, so we're rounding 26 to the nearest 10. So we have to think first, what two 10s is 26 between? It's between 20 and 30, and you'll type it in. Type those two numbers at the ends of the number line. So you'll type those in. Point to 26 on the number line using the red arrow. So you're going to count 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Here's 26. Okay. Use the red circle to circle the 10s that 26 is closest to. So you can even draw these number lines on your paper. So 26 is closer to 20 or 30, which 10? So 26 is definitely, it's only 1, 2, 3, 4 spots away from 30, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places away from 20. So if we were rounding 26 to the nearest 10, 26 is closer to 30, and you're going to type that in, than it is to 20. So 26 rounded to the nearest 10 is 30. 26 is closer to 30. Okay, that's the nearest 10. Then you're going to go on to the next slide. So we'll do one more together, and then you guys can go off and try this. So it says round 43 to the nearest 10. So the first thing you have to think of is, here's my 10s. Oops. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and then 100. And then, of course, it goes 110. So round 43 to the nearest 10. So you have to think first, what two 10s is 43 between? Well, I'm looking at my 10s. Like, I know it's definitely somewhere in between, not 30 and 40. It's definitely 43 would be between somewhere between 40 and 50. So you're going to type in, I'm just writing in so you could see 40 and 50, right? So 40 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. This is our halfway number. 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. So 43 is between, you're going to type in 40 and 50. Those are the two tens that 40 is between. Type those two numbers at the ends of the number line. So you're going to type them in at the end of the number line. Point to 43 on the number line by using the red arrow. So here's your red arrow. You're going to grab it. 43 is 40, 41, 42, 43. 43 is right here. Okay. 43 is right there. Let me just clean up my number line for you. Whoops. So we are rounding, thinking about what number that 43 is closest to. So use the red circle to circle the tens that 43 is closest to. So here's my red circle. If 43 is right here, which 10 is it closer to, 40 or 50? So I'm looking at 43 is right here. So it's definitely closer to 40. So I'm going to circle that 40. So, and fill that in. So 43 is closer to 40 than it is to 50. So 43 rounded to the nearest 10 is 40. Okay? Because 43 is closer to 40 than it is 50. Okay? So that's the only thing you have to do for this is rounding to the nearest 10. That's all we're doing today. So this is a new skill. It's a little bit tricky, but if you use the number line and fill in the number line, maybe draw number lines on your paper, use the number line right here, it will help you solve and think about it. Remember, you have to watch this video maybe even twice before you start your slides, your guided practice slides. And that is, we're not going to click on the link for that. We're going to go to the 3B ELA Math Google Classroom to do those slides. Okay. Independent work is working on rounding slides 1 through 12, and then you have some math workbook pages. But we're rounding to the nearest 10. So there's a few problems that you can do. So on ones that there are numbers in the hundreds, round 169 to the nearest 10. Same thing, you have to think, we're going to leave the hundreds alone. Is 169 between which two tens? I'm thinking it's between 160 and 170, right? So where would 169 be? And this is something you can think about. 161, 162, 163, 164, 165, 166, 167, 168, 169, 170. So I want you to think about that as you're working. We're rounding to the nearest 10 and think of your tens. Okay? You're going to see a page that says stop. You're done with your Monday work. So you're not doing all of these slides, just 1 through 12. And again, you can find this in your 3B Math Google Classroom. Okay, if anything is confusing, don't worry about it. We'll go over it tomorrow, but I do want you to try your best on these slides and your math workbook pages. Okay, math workbook is just page 307, numbers 5, 6, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, guys, try it out. I know you can do it. Great job.